Why, hello there, friends. How are we doing today? It's blown out. My camera sucks. One of these days, I'll actually put an effort and get a reasonable camera. That was the wrong button. That was the deactivate, not the configure video. There we are. So how are we all doing today? Yeah, so I go in there and I'm like, all right, don't run ads in the middle, because that's what it does. Is Twitch tries to break it up so it runs them like every half hour instead of just the 3 minutes every hour. And I tell it, no, don't do that. I want the 3 minutes every hour. And so it went in there and I ran the 3 minutes of ads like I do at the start of every stream. And then it's like, all right, you ran ads, sweet. Here's some more. Like, well, what? What's the point of running them if you're gonna run them again immediately after? Twitch doesn't like me. That's the only explanation. How are we doing? How is chat? Well, hope we're all having a great day. We got a, cheeky drink to start us off. There's a little something to get the morning rolling, Never heard of them. I need to set up a caster command. That's a later me issue. Oh, man. So how's everyone doing? We all having a good day? It's a good Saturday. We got some StarCraft, guys. We got a tournament. All we got to do is wait 5 more minutes. I don't think I've set up channel points on this channel yet. Viewer rewards. I don't have bit or channel points yet. What? I have emotes. I don't have. Weird. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Do I have to turn them on? Yeah. I don't know. Well, I don't have channel points. Well, I don't. All right, here, hang on. Let me show you. Let me pull this out. Let me also make sure there's no incriminating information on this screen. All right, there we are. So they should be right in here. Viewer reward. Emotes dropped rewards. It should be channel points right down here. Like, if I go over here, pull up my personal Twitch. All right, yeah, so you see viewer rewards. There ain't nothing there. Creator dashboard. What channel? Oh, yeah, settings, stream. I just want to make sure I'm not giving away any other personal information on my personal channel either, Here you go. Channel points. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. That's on my personal. This is on, the channel we all know and love. And then here, it's not. I got nothing for that one, boys. It's fine. I blame Daddy Bezos. Yo, last minute sign up? Unless I just didn't see him. Oh, I didn't see him because I'm stupid. Oh, wait, this is going to work out perfect, guys. It looks like too many people so many people who see the bracket the morning of panic. And what they don't understand is if there's anything the StarCraft community, both Brood War and StarCraft 2, if there's anything both communities are just absolutely incredible at, it's waiting till the last fucking minute to show up for something. So I don't judge the numbers until, like, now. Now is about the time that I start looking at the numbers of who signed up. Yeah, I'm sure you have channel points, and I don't know why you have channel points. Because I can't control them. I don't know. The world makes no sense, and I give up. That's about where I'm at. Oh, by the way, guys, my keyboard died the other day, so I'm rocking an old HP. This is a 2010 to 2014 with a low profile. Oh, yeah, look at those low profile keys. This is my backup server keyboard. You can see where it says spare on it. This is my backup keyboard. You want to know the worst part? I play a lot of Rainbow Six Siege, all right? I'm doing better on this keyboard than I ever did on this fucker. I told you guys, my keyboard was an issue. I pick up a fucking HP keyboard and I start doing better. I hate it. I hate it so much. I've genuinely said for a while that my keyboard's actually a problem. And then I switched to this, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, wow, like, all of my inputs are reading correctly. The only issue I have is that I have to reach so far down to get to my spacebar. We were playing Helldivers, and I was trying to hurdle over things, and I'm so used to a raised spacebar that I'm, like, trying to find it with my thumb. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? But yeah, other than that, I'm honestly going to rock this for a little while until I build my mechanical keyboard. I've got my key switch tester here. Oh, look at the admins doing the work while I BS about keycap. Guys, I am a CEO. That's how you can tell, is because I'm sitting here just doing dumb shit, and I have people actually working for me, so that way things get done. Proper businessman. Oh, he even hit start the tournament. Oh, he's too good to me. Oh, I should probably post that bracket is live for the players. All right. I'm going to take a quick look over the bracket, see who we're going to cast, and then I'll pull the bracket up for everyone. All right. Eesh, that's a TVT. Hard pass. PvP could be fun. TVZ or TVT? I don't remember exactly. Yeah, then that's going to be a random fest. All right, I think I know what I'm going to do. Let me tell him. All right, there we are, guys. Bracket is live. If I hit the bracket live button, there we are. Look at this, guys. We have Y2 Kid, an inside job. Inside asked me earlier, am I allowed to switch races between games? And the answer is yes, as long as all races are below the MMR threshold. Next one, we have Turtle and Exile. This is the one I kind of want to watch. Turtle, a little rusty. Exile, solid player, so I think there's some competition in that. Ponger and Suri. This one is probably going to be a banger, I'll admit. But I kind of don't want to start with a mirror matchup. And then Javier and Vok. If Javier's playing Terran, this is going to be a messy TVT. If he's playing anything else, it would be very interesting. Oh, so about that, I'll tell you in a second. But yeah, so this is our bracket. One round into the semifinals, into the finals with the third place. Couple of things. One, no, I will not use ad block on my... I don't use ad block on my business browser because it costs people money. And it's the same way if you use ad block while viewing my channel, it costs me money. So I don't do it for I don't block other people's ads, you know, and hopefully they don't block my ads. You know, it's a little courtesies in life. All right. People are doing vetoes. What was the other thing? Yes. So the reason that this is broken is because I've been meaning to make a new overlay for like CSL and stuff that actually fits this chat window. Because no, you're good to go. I'm casting Turtle. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing Turtle in Exile. So this right here is made for my personal stream, right? Now you guys recognize this. I've used it forever. But this doesn't fit in there. This right here is a square. And you can't unsquare it. It's just made to be a square. So it just kind of sits here awkwardly right now until I figure it out, until I actually sit down and make something. I barely had time to freaking do everything else. I was setting up the affiliate stuff right before I went live. Yeah, it's a mess. There we are. Just want to make sure everyone's aware that there's only one round before the semis. It is a little bit slower today. So that's fine. Honestly, 8 players is still a decent turnout for the fact that it's the beautiful weather. It's April. Spring fever is hitting. Why is it running ads again? You used to making me so mad, Twitch. You used to making me so mad. Alright, well. Dude, I don't get it anymore. Alright guys, we're just waiting on the players to ready up here. Twitch is doing its Twitch ad thing, so I mean, yeah, we're just letting that kind of roll for a second here. While I do that, I'm going to check on the YouTube stream. See how that's going. How are you guys doing over here in YouTube land? Alright, looks like YouTube land is doing good. Hell yeah. Perfect. All the streams are working. Time for the hot 6. We are on Africa. Or at least it's supposed to be. It is sending data to Africa. Alright, the players are going to get underway here. Guys, we've got StarCraft. It's happening. It's happening. All right. Do I remember how? Oh, I gotta do the overlay. Calculated. So I have time to do it during the ads. All right. Hold on a second here, guys. Let me get this going for you. All right. There we go. Number 27. There we are. Overlay is good. We've got a game. The ads are even finishing just in time. Just in time. All right, guys. Actually, I'm going to camera off because I think it looks a little bit cleaner while we're in game. Spawning here in the top left-hand side with the Terran pieces. Give it up for the chunky old guy, a.k.a. Art of Turtle. His opponent in the bottom right with the red drones. Give it up for Exile. Ambuku, how you doing? All right, overpool here on a 2-player map makes a lot of sense. Also 69 is nice. Siri's not here to yell at me about making that joke. No, I think Siri's just accepted that like this is the 69 map. Did you not sign up, Naka? You would not have been removed from the bracket unless you didn't sign up or you didn't check in. I can only do so much for you, my man. Yeah, if you don't check in before the tournament, it drops you. Hey, it's easy. How you doing? Same rules for the last 26 of them. It'll be the same rule for the next 26. Naka forgot how tournaments work. Huh. Then yeah, I got nothing then. Weird. That's odd. Then it absolutely should have left you in. But I know Siri would not have removed you. So I don't know. No, if you sign up during the check-in period, it's not supposed to require a check-in. Oh, good catch on the SCV. Nice. However, also, like Dada says, I don't always trust Chalong, so. All right, we're taking this seriously. We got a lot of boys pulled here. One Marine. Come on, man with gun. Good. Oh, don't touch him. Don't touch him. It looks like this is the right amount of SCVs to pull. Did you click sign up and then just not fill out the question so it didn't actually accept your registration? You gotta send someone to finish the command center, my friend. Your CC. All right, there we are. I'll look over and see if I can find anything on my end, Naka. I'll let you know. I'll take a look after this game and see if I can find any reason. All right. Yeah, no, I believe you. Oh yeah, no, don't worry, I believe you. I just have to take a look into the settings. All right, Sunken coming on up here. Actually, I can check one thing real quick. Yeah, you're not on the participants list, which means it didn't get your check-in here. Sorry, guys, it's going to be a moment of lag. Okay. There you go. Check your Discord. That's what I see. Which means your registration never made it somehow. Alright, one sunk is enough to push back the Marines here with a couple of links to support it. We got a lot of links. We have our lair. It's a lot of links. What are we doing with the lair? What's the plan here? Oh, we got some lings inside. That was the plan. Doesn't look like we got much done here. Killed a couple Marines, but any little damage is good damage. Oh, there it is. Alright, second gas coming on up here. I think he was just distracted because he got in and got some lings in and did some damage. Rax is coming down now, along with an academy. Yeah, you can tell Turtle's a little rusty here with his Terran play. Fourth Rax coming down as well. That's fine. We aren't all pros here, so we can have a little bit of fun. Maybe not the most optimized builds, but we're having fun. Alright. Oh, look, they're in sync. Well, this guy's not anymore. Alright, this is a lot of lings, though. That could have been drones. Oh, now they're going to be mutas. So that's 7 mutas coming on up here. 7 times 9 is 63. So that is enough to one-shot an SCV. Math is hard, guys. Oh. Go out and grab it. And just as you ask, here they are. Welcome to casting. Where are the medics? The medics immediately appear. Alright, scans go down. Oh! Wants the medic? Not gonna get the medic. Oh, gets the medic this time. Alright, more mutas on the way. We are still building a couple drones here at least. Third base coming on up. Firebat just chilling. There we are. Now we have enough to one-shot again. We can get back to deleting SCVs. Ooh. We do have to shoot, though, in order to kill them. Science is weird like that. He wants the Firebat. He's going to get it. Alright, 3 Marines and a Firebat for a Muta. That more Muta. We got Scourge even. That's a lot of Firebats. Sheesh, that's a lot of Firebats. And they're all hugging the NG Bay, you know? Imagine if Firebat shot up. You just take a few Firebats and fire right through this. It'd be like an Archon. They're all dead. It'd actually be stronger than an Archon, and that's kind of scary. Oh, run. All right, forward sunken going down. Got some Hydras, so we are going to play that Hydra Lurker instead of going straight to Ultra Defiler. Or, yeah, Ultraling Defiler. We will need an Evo to get +1 for our Lurkers, though. We do have +1 attack here for the Terran. No upgrades on the mutas yet. So many weak Marines. Now, there you go. These are the swipes that you always dream of. Oh, the Overlord's absolutely going to get killed here in a minute. Unless we... Oh! These are some split shots. Oh, he goes for the Overlord. We don't get to save it, but it allows us to pick off more Marines for free. Here comes the Link support. And sure, you killed an Overlord. But we killed your whole Bile Ball. Oh. So many fire bats. The fire bats scare away the mutas, of course. That's a lot of fire bats. All right, slow Hydras making their way over to the third base. All right, so we have a forward sunken, a back sunken, couple of lurker eggs. Oh, these lurkers pop just in time. Oh, he's going to send it into the third, which is actually the best choice here. Oh, nope. He sent it right into the natural as the lurkers burrow up. Oh, the third base, though, is basically free. There's one lurker egg, and that's it. That lurker will not burrow. Oh, I said it will not burrow. Yeah, see? All right. This third's kind of dead, but we can just flank the army here with lurkers. You got to get them in the dirt. They only shoot if they're burrowed. Oh, the medics. But he's not going to kill this hatchery. That's the biggest takeaway here. He's not going to get the hatchery. And so long as the hatchery survives, you know? Oh, big line of stimmed men. There's no medics anymore. There's 2 SCVs blocking the ramp. Don't worry, guys. They're just chilling. You know, it's a great spot to sit. A dozen stimmed Marines that are already been stimmed once are not going to do anything here. Oh, 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 oh! That made my Zerg heart very happy. This man's playing StarCraft Original here. No medics. Just Marines and stim, baby. Banging Terran music going. We have Defiler Hut here. Got our Evo Chamber. So we should be playing some Hydra Lurker Defiler here. Like I said, I want to see +1. More than anything else, I want to see +1 on these Hydra Lurkers. Because with +1, you will then 2-shot Marines forever and ever. And honestly, that's really nice. Otherwise, once they have armor upgrades, it takes 3 shots for a Lurker to kill a Marine. There's your fun fact of the day, if you didn't know. All right. Yeah, we're holding down that drone button here at this point. That's smart. I thought that was a larva for a minute because I saw like a little thing moving. I was like, is that another larva? Nah, it's a defiler. Guys, I'm going to go home now. Alright. Stem a whole control group just to kill 2 Lings. That's commitment. Oh, he's not going to get Ling number 3. He's hiding in the shadows. 3rd CC going down. 4th CC just chilling. What? Hello? Hello? I almost got 2 SCVs. Like, excuse me? Another Evo Chamber's coming on up here. I'm surprised we haven't seen the Ultra Cavern come down yet. He's on a healthy 3-base eco. Probably could use a couple more drones. Yeah, he's building up towards it. He just really wants to play this mid to late game. All right, 4CC is done. Well, 3rd CC is done. 4CC, which is being built on location at the 3rd. Still coming on up here. Oh, I hate that sound. What an evil sound. Oh, who are we talking about this with? I was talking with someone about like 7 or 8 racks into a mech transition. And it's dirty. It is a dirty build, and it absolutely killed Zerg. And this has not been scouted yet at all. Darkstorm's going to go down. Lurkers are good. Tanks can eventually deal with this because of Splash, but... That Ling wanted the spider mine. He really wanted it. Plague-oo! Alright, we just need more. Yeah, we just need to push in deeper. Get in there, boys. Sheesh. Everything died. Where are you going, Mr. Defiler, man? Nope. Where are you going? Nowhere. Tasty Hydra meat. Oh, poor Defiler. Yeah, remember, Tank Splash can't hit under Darkstorm. Darkstorm had some amount of balance. Oh, but Lurkers are so good. He did get +1. I love you. We have a bunch of Lurkers in the back line just chilling. Oh, now that's a spine. Oh! Jeez, that's so many fire bats. That's so many fire bats. Oh! Oh! Alright, the tanks have gone down. Oh! Come on, boys. It's an elite squadron of units. Okay. 4th base up here for Zerg. Terran's got his 4th CC on location. He's got his scanner. Oh. Oh, my lord. Turtle, stop it. Alright, so Stim Bio comes back. Problem. Firebat. We have nothing that can actually also... While we cannot be hurt under Darkstorm, we also have nothing that can hurt him under Darkstorm. Jeez. Overlord migration in progress. Oh. There it is. Ultra Cavern. Oh. Alright, he's going to miss the Overlords. But once again, Hydras are really useless here. Because you just can't Darkstorm. Because he's got almost a full group of Fire Bats. That's good. Yeah, Fire Bats are just, in this number, kind of scary. With +1. That base isn't really up yet. We don't have a whole lot of drones here, all things considered. Kind of low here. Yeah, it's fine enough here. Overall, he definitely should have more drones. By far and away. It's easy. Thank you for the follow. Alright, right, here comes a bunch of stuff through the Nidus Canal. Oh, this base is toast. Yeah, you just... Congrats. Yeah, pull the Defiler's back. Just get out of there. He consumed an Overlord. Get out of there. No, losing these. Just get him back through the Nidus before you plague it to death. No. Or just run back to the third. Okay. Escape is never guaranteed. Defiler is always ready to go down with a base. Oh, this is gonna suck. There's the supply block. We're shift clicking on these overlords. So what you could have done is take these lurkers, burrow over here, knowing that they're like basically move commanded onto your overlords. All right. Meanwhile, we are breaking the third base of the Terran. Going up the ramp's not happening. But oh, we got jelly on them. And the space cows are hungry. Space cows are eating well tonight. Firebat's just chilling. All right, we do have our armor upgrade. Oh no, he's sending in the medics. He sent in the medics. Oh. Ah! That's actually kind of exactly what Exile needed here. Just a bunch of free medics and SCVs. Now, Terran still has a third base up, so it's not critically bad. He's got quite a bit of bank here. But, I mean, denying a fourth base, killing workers, killing medics, kind of expensive. They're just really... I played Terran recently just for fun. I was playing some, like, random games. And I was trying to make them. I'm like, you know, like, they seem cheap, but they're just really annoying to make. Yeah, good old medics. Alright. 1-4 Ultras. Alright. These overlords will let you know exactly what he's doing. Oh, we're going to send it in for the counter. Oh, that's a lot of spider mines. That's a lot of spider mines. I absolutely thought the Defiler was going to lose that fight. Oh, the Plague! Oh, yeah, this is toast. Guys, this might be the end of Turtle here. Losing this base is absolutely not good for him. I mean, he's all mined out. He's got a bit of a bank, so it's not directly over, but I mean, you can't save this. End of Turtle, yeah. Look at him stutter stepping his tanks like a beast. Can you tell this guy's a coach? He's a Zerg player, guys. Like, so, not a coach, is a Terran player. Oh my lord, the fire bat. Like, don't worry. Fuck your Ultra, we got it. Dark Swarm does not protect you from fire bats. We better repair that, by the way. That was sad. Where's the queen? We need a queen. Why are we not infesting this command center? That's fine. The game's over at this point. SCVs are dancing through the minerals. Why can't my ZVTs look like this? I would have died 20 minutes ago. Alright. Turtle's still on the attack with what he's got left, but at the same time, his supply has fallen below Zerg. He's got no mining. He's holding on because he's got fire bats and tanks. Yeah. That command center is going to burn down, by the way. It's going to be incredibly painful. The fact that no queen was made to capture this command center is an insult. I'm honestly hurt. Meanwhile, because of poor saturation, we're still mining our natural here. That's what I want you to understand. It's like when I said his drone count's been pretty low before, 25 minutes in, we're still mining the natural. Dude, these fire bats hit differently. And also, he's got like 20 of them, so. Dude. Exile's thinking, like, how am I dying right now? This is absolutely one of those moments where you're like, there's no way I'm losing this, right? And he's not. It's just Turtle's still got fight left in him. Oh, the Scourge is here for the vessels that don't exist. I don't know. Ultras kind of suck against Protoss. Look at the boys. Me and the boys being lazy. Alright, we clean up the vulture so we can try and retake this base. Alright, minerals are back on the table for Turtle. He has gone full fantasy. Jeez. He makes all these medics. He's got like more medics than he does army almost. Get out there, girls. Oh, 2-5 ultras. Go, go, go. These are just 1-1 bio, by the way. Like, it's not exactly... like, he skipped a lot of upgrades. Where's your eBay? He's only got one eBay. No vessels ever. Turtle's trying to play Terran on hard mode, and it's, yeah, it's hard. There's so much. There's 580 minerals in this patch. Jesus. They should have like 5 drones on it right now. All right, Udark's from the bunker, but joke's on you. The bunker's empty. That pass says the case is good. Honestly, I believe it. Yeah, fuck your gas mining. Oh, that's a plague-oo. GG is called finally. Turtle taps out. And it looks like Exile's going to take game number 1. What a banger. Sheesh. Sheesh. Now that's what we call an opening match, guys. Yeah, I think that was good. Fuck. You would think for how well I slept, I wouldn't feel as tired as I am. Sleeping to fucking hit a trap. Why is the freaking not working? Why is it not working? Or is it working and it's just being silly? It is working and it's just being silly. Got it. Okay. Alright, yeah, so we are live everywhere. Oh, that's what I should do. Bot. Sorry guys, I'm adding a command real quick that I should have added a long time ago. There we are. Activate it. There we are. Let me add aliases. There we are. There we are, guys. Now, like a professional multi-channel streamer, let me get into the game before the players are upset. We can go ahead and do exclamation mark live. And there we are. There's everywhere you can watch, guys. Look at all those places. Twitch, YouTube, Trovo, because why not? Kick, because why not? And Afrika, because why not? Because obviously foreign StarCraft is huge with the Korean scene. So I want to make sure that they can keep up with Chat StarLeague. Their favorite league, of course. Alright, guys. Spawning here in the bottom left-hand side with the green SCVs. Give it up for that chunky old guy. Turtle. The art of turtles, I should say. Art of the turtles. I know a lot about the art of the turtles, let me tell you. Top right-hand side. With the gray drones, give it up for Exile. Probably. Yeah. Any particular reason? Alright. Where are the drones? I don't know why that didn't... Oh, you know what? I forgot to set the overlay. Yeah, this is a 4-pool? 5-pool? Hold up. I was too busy doing intros and asking what Y2Kid wanted. Where are the drones? Alright, guys. Exile says, you know what, I'm ahead. Let's have some fun. Alright. Look at that barracks timing. That's cute. Alright. Drones are on, lings are on the way. Drone Scout's gonna come in here, and Turtle's gonna be like, why is there a Drone Scout? Well, no, it's Turtle. He's gonna go, Drone Scout? What the hell are you doing? Thank you for the biddies, by the way. Exile stealing Naka's build order. Ah, man. If anyone's an expert in the 4-pool, it's me. He's trying to get that delay. Oh, look at that moving shot. That was sick. Will not get a delay on the barracks. But, I mean, the Marine's going to pop just as the Lings get here. So, I mean. Yeah. Problem. Turtle's like, fuck. But now Turtle's not mining at all, which means any amount of drones mining is more economy than your opponent has. I wish we had base camps. That would be hilarious. Oh, he's waiting. He wants that Marine when it pops. Oh! It pops just as he moves away. Nom, nom, nom. Still gets it. I need to figure out face cams, like a consistent way of doing them, because I want them at the LAN. which means I also need to get more webcams. But I have accepted that I need to spend a lot more money on stuff anyway. Turtle's holding this because Turtle is what we call a Zerg player, so he knows exactly how to handle a 4-pool. Very well done. Fair amount of SCVs went down, but yeah, he doesn't expect the follow-up, which is that's a whoopsie daisy. Yeah, what happens when the next set of links show up and grab your Marine immediately? Nom 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 nom. Imagine losing to a 4-pool in the tournament. Couldn't be me. Damn. Quintessential Terran, man. Now, mind you, Turtle doesn't even have enough for another Marine, so he has to go back to mining. Oh, what a drill! Exile, just drop a hatchery here, for fuck's sake. Just drop a hatchery, like, right here. Honest to God. Like, Turtle can do nothing about it, and you'll have reinforcements super quick. Yeah, don't drop it at home. Fuck it. Be aggressive. All right, that Marine's running for the mineral line. He gets stuck out an SCV. Oh! Yeah, terrible hatch placement. There's like... So the thing is that when you drop the hatchery here, the biggest thing it'll do is demoralize Turtle, right? Because he'll be like, are you kidding me? But also, if it finishes, you get fast reinforcement. And you can start dropping Sunkens. You can tell him to get out of your game. GG! Oh, what a series. Oh, man. One big macro game followed by a 4-pool. Bless. Incredible. All right. Yeah. Turtle's like the Marines kept running into the SCVs. It's like, yeah. Well. All right, so let's take a look at the bracket. All right. So let's take a look at the bracket here. Yeah. Let's take a gander. Yeah. So Y2 beat Inside Job 2-0. Did he play Terran and Zerg? Just out of curiosity. Exile obviously beat Turtle. These series are still going on. He played only Tasagi. If he had played Zerg, he would have won. Dude, his Zerg scares me, but mostly because my ZVZ is hot garbage. And Javier and Vok. Assuming Javier's playing Terran, like that's gonna be an hour or so. So yeah, we got some time. All right. Let me move windows around because fucking Chrome. Excel's like, ZVT's definitely my worst matchup. I'm like, really? Really? Is it your worst matchup? Is it? Alright, yes. So I'll go ahead and take a quick break. Y2 Kid, hop on here. We'll do this semifinal real quick. I mean, real quick, you mean it's probably going to be a 2-hour series. And then we'll get into the other semifinal, third place finals. All right? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Oh, I got to add you guys onto this screen. right. Players are ready. They even made me a lobby. 1 second. Let me get the overlay done. Get the players put in here. Alright. There we are. We're starting off on this map. Alright, guys. We have a semifinal. Guys, can you believe it? Don't let XL fool me. He can link micro. I don't know if I'd go that far. The man moved some links, that's for sure. All right, guys, here we go. Game number 1, first semifinal. That's fair. There we are. Spawning here. Top right-hand side of Desert Rose. With the green probe. Give it up for Duck Duck Booze. A.K.A. Y2 Kid. And his opponent in the bottom right. With the yellow drones. Give it up for Exile. The man who bullied a Terran despite ZVT being his, quote, worst matchup. I get it. ZVT sucks. ZVP, though, this is a fun matchup. Although I've noticed my win rate tanking in this matchup recently. I don't know if I've broke it into like a new class of Protosses on the ladder or something. But it just seems like I can't win a ZVT on, ZVP on ladder anymore. I have no clue why. All right. 4-player map. Mind you, this is the map with a really tiny main and a big old natural and a thick choke point to match. I was gonna first scout. Fucking Protoss. Number 1 bullshit. This is where you can complain about Protoss because they always get the first scout. Don't worry. All right, he drops the pool. Smart. I don't think he realizes where the minerals are. Oh, you see the gas. He doesn't quite know the map. Good try, but maybe next time. Oh, man. All right, we're going to do a little bit of a forge fast expand here. All right, natural goes down. Get some lings going. I hope these aren't all lings. I hope that at least like one of these is drones, but we're going to find out. I don't really think you need, unless you're planning going across, but that's all lings. Zergs are way too... Zergs are aggressive, man. Who could have seen that coming? Alright. Drone will get up here. You need to come in. You're going to see the cannon. Just go, huh. Pop in. See the Nexus. Yeah, there's not much you can do at that point. I'm a big fan of my second hatchery here. Like somewhere down here, and then you kind of just like, you have a little concave that you build here. That's what I like to do on maps like this. I played a couple rounds on this, and I played August Grad, which is inspired by. Everyone loves August Grad. But yeah, you just drop your hatchery down here, and you try and make a concave, essentially. Oh, we're going to go take another natural. Nice. Love to see that. All right. So we're going to go quick 3 hatch. Protoss going forge fast expand means that they're not going to have map control for a while. So yeah, you might as well just take as much of the map as you can in the meanwhile, right? Just be a greedy Zerg. Oh, what? Why? Why, drone? You were blocking the probe from getting in. Why did you leave? Cybercore coming on up here. Alright. There we are. Fine, we got some defenses. There's nothing more that you can really do until we have Hydras or something to try and bust that. Alright, are we going to go play Mutas? That's my biggest question, is are we going to play Mutas or not? Like, we're going quick layer. I would assume that that means Spire, but... unless we're going to go quick Hive. Nope, it's going to be Spire. I wouldn't hate a double Stargate here. We've scouted the quick layer, right? We've scouted the layer timing. I would not hate a second Stargate. And I would not be surprised if he builds another one. The Corsair is going to come down here. It's going to see the Spire. And he should probably drop a second Stargate or at least some safety cannons. Our drone count, though, not looking too healthy. Definitely use a few more of those boys. All right, Citadel. I mean, everything's going to line up for that 7:30 push out. We stopped at 1 Sair. Oh. Y2. There it is. Immediately starts another one. Honestly, start +1. Anytime you get more than 1 Corsair, get +1. Any Protoss who disagrees with me is wrong. You should always get a +1 is so good on your Corsairs. Because even if they don't go Spire, right, you're just going to delete Overlords. And generally, it causes Zerg so many issues. But especially when you see they're going Spire, you should always be going +1. It makes it so much easier to pop Scourge. All right. We got a little bit of SimCity going on here. Oh, that's sick. That's nice. Make this one a Spore. Actually. Spore Sunken. That's how you do it. This is actually is this a full wall? We're gonna have to kill these eggs. I think we might have to kill the eggs. Oh, run! 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 Oh, he said, I don't care about their lives. Alright, yeah, we got some Sairs stacking up here. Alright, with that Scourge, you see the Stargates blinking and you see 3 Sairs. That's nice. Good scout, if nothing else. Oh my god, we're building more creep colonies. The man's like, more! That's not even where they're pushing. Oh, there's a connection. That's a lot of Zealots, though. It is actually, I think... Oh! Oh! 2 Sairs down. This is 14 Zealots. Sheesh. Alright, he's going to send it in here. Maybe all these Sunkens were a good idea. That's a lot of Sunkens. And 2 support Hydras. All right, next gas coming on up here. We need drones, and we need them fierce. We've spent a lot of drones on static defense. Look how... You don't need another hatchery, brother. You need more drones. Just hit that drone button. Spend that larva. Yeah, I don't remember who it was. I was talking with one of the CPL coaches, and the biggest thing that they were trying to tell me is that if you're floating all of your larvae to try and drop down a hatch, you're doing it wrong. Spend your larva and then build your hatch. Because the idea is that you should be spending all of your larvae all the time, right? And then when you have extra money, oh, I need more hatcheries to spend the rest of my money. And with the drone count, the drone count's getting better. The main still could use a few more drones. Third, yeah. All right, hatchery goes down. Robo coming on up here. No, because Y2 is trash. Templar Archives. I mean, I still think Exile has to kill these eggs in order to get out, but I'm not sure. One hand on the mouse, one hand on a beer. That checks out. You got some Dragoons, but there's no lurkers. Yeah, there's no lurkers. So, I mean, the Dragoons are... They're going to be great against static D, but you have to really get there first. And Goons kind of suck against Hydralisks. Alright. Third base is up. Setting up to take a fourth base here with the thick boy ramp. Alright. Big Zealots just on the map. Try to get some map control. The Scourge, see it? Oh, the Goons want these Scourge. Yeah, those Scourge get bodied. Corsair and Zealots looking everywhere for additional Zerg bases. Zerg is happily turtled on 4, though. There's the lurker egg. Well, I guess you can slip out of here. Huh. Look at that. You gotta grease up, and you grease up your Hydroling, and they just right through. Oh yeah, we should probably fight in range of our static defense. Everyone back to the wall. To the wall. From the window. To the wall. Whoa, good storm goes down. Alright, Lurker does not get in the dirt quick enough. Reinforcements from the back, though. Oh, that's a storm. Oh, one Lurker's just doing everything it can. The Observer is very forward. I'd love to see just go explode it real quick. Hydra Den getting hammered here. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I'm down. Oh, my AC just kicked on. Oh, life is good. All right, guys, after the series, I'll call up Turtle and we'll have a co-caster. And also, I'm going to go change my AC so it kicks on a little bit quicker because, oh, this feels so good. All right. Some flanking Hydras. 2-1 Hydras versus 1-1 Protoss. All right, Ling's going to come out here, try and target down the Templar. It looks like Protoss stands tall. 69 supply for Exile, which is nice, but it's not nice enough to get the kill, I don't think. especially against 130 Protoss supply. Yeah, this is how I've been feeling in ZVP recently. It's unplayable sometimes. This matchup, man. The 3-vo. Guys, the classic 3-vo. Alright, Hive coming on up here. Yeah, it's just, I think Exile's biggest issue is he just doesn't have drones. There's so many times where it's just, the biggest limiter is that he has no money for drones, so he has nothing, you know? And it's a hard balance, you know, knowing when to drone, how to drone. Hoping you don't lose everything because you drone too hard, you know? Like it's a hard thing, like 100%. No, I mean, we're losing our natural. I think losing the natural is a little bit more notable than losing the Overlord. Because next up, there's nothing stopping him from Queen's Nest, Spire, spawning full Hive. Granted, we have the 3-vo over here, so that's cool. We should drop our Queen's Nest right now and start a lair. Yeah, like this. Drop the Queen's Nest now before you lose your Hive. But seriously, look at his drone count. Like, it's just anemic, you know? We do have our Defiler hut over here. 37 supply versus 170. Playable is a term. I love the spirit, though. Alright, here comes a little ragtag force to come up and deal with these lurkers that are causing problems. But yeah, just look at his drone count. It always comes back to drone count, in my opinion, especially in this matchup. I feel like in Terran, you can do a lot more scrappy things just because Marines die so quickly. But against Protoss, you really need that bustling economy so that way you can actually macro and build a lot of Hydras that'll all die to storms. Honestly, 2 lurkers right here. Alright, Exile's prepping for the I'm not getting out of your game moment. Oh, what a storm! Oh! And this is why you need to be able to macro, like, heavily with a heavy drone count. Alright. At this point, Y2 is approaching maxed out. 1A, 2A, baby. Come on. Send it. Alright, here we go. He's like, it's time. You know, we still have 1 Overlord. We're set. We still have 1 Overlord. Alright, what do we got? 4 Hydras, alert, 2 lurkers, 4 Sunkens. Let's go. That lurker's trying to help. Evo Chamber's about to go down. We're going to crack this wall open. And 2-3 goons versus 2-1 Zerg. Oh, that Hydra disappeared as it pops. And sadly, Sunkens are good, but they're not this good. GG is called. And with that, Y2 Kid's gonna take game number 1. GG's. GG's. All right, guys. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna go change my AC real quick, and then I'm gonna hop in a call with Turtle. Wow. All right, right back, guys. Hello, hello. I'm doing great. How are you? There we are. Let me make sure so stream can actually hear you.
Yeah, same thing. Just like, hold on, I hear my own voice in the background.
Ah, the echo. I should add a caster's command. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself while I do that?
Yes, I'm Art of Turtle, longtime player, first-time donator, long-time viewer. Isn't that what you're supposed to say whenever you talk about
long-time viewer,
speedrunning stuff?
Caller, I think, but
yeah, long-time viewer, first-time caller, long-time viewer, first-time donator, long-time donator, first-time caller.
Sounds about right.
Let's see, they already got the game up. I better actually hop in there to see if it's gonna be too laggy.
They'll deal with it.
Shouldn't be too terrible. That don't look too bad. They have it on dynamic. But yeah, figured I'd pop in, give the old since I got knocked out. I figured I'd try to help contribute. Give a little bit of my knowledge and insight.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. There we are. Oh.
Finally get the air conditioning fixed.
Yeah, I just turned it so it activates quicker.
Gave it the good old-fashioned hammer. Let's slap on the side, the pat on the back.
Dude, last game I was sweating and then it just kicked on and it just hit my back and I went, oh yeah, oh yeah, bud. All right, you want to do some intros?
Freaking raining out here. Oh, anyways, yeah, I'll go for the introduction. Who are you looking at right now? Top left or bottom right? Top left. In the bottom left position, we have Duck Booze. And in the top right position, oh yeah, Y2 Kid. Funny guy. I was gonna try to choke him out by playing really long games, but that didn't happen. And in the top right corner, we have Exile.
There we are. There, scoreboard is updated. Oh, Havier's here. Havier, was it a TVT that you played? I gotta know. I need to know. Yeah, I was looking at the bracket earlier. I'm like, who am I gonna cast? And I looked out. I see Havier versus somebody else, and I was like, oh, that's a TVT. And I was like, that's a TVT. I'm not gonna cast that.
It could take a little bit of time.
I mean, we're 90 minutes into the stream, and they just finished, so. We're in a semifinal on the other side of the bracket.
Anyways, just a quick little update. He did go for the Pylon Scout, and he's going to go for the Forge Fast Expand, Y2 Kid, while at the same time, Exile was opting for the Overpull, but getting blocked down by that probe. Probably one of the better things to do, since he's going to get harassed, is he should just send a drone out to the third and make a few extra lings, instead of just the usual 2. Because now he's got to do a little bit of fighting with this probe, and it can get a little annoying.
What are your thoughts on, instead of taking your third, putting your, like, wall hatchery down?
I don't think it's a bad idea, but I do think that it does mess up your mining just a little bit. So,
Yeah.
with a decision like that, you're basically telling your opponent, hey, we're going to do some type of 2-base play, or we're going to go for a later gas, where you go for the 4-hatch instead.
Okay.
Which I don't think that's a bad transition at all.
Because I like just
the more
dropping the wall
optimized-
hatch because, at least in
Yeah.
my experience, it's always followed up by like Zealot pressure or something. Obviously here he's going Forge into Nexus into Cannon, but it always feels like they're gonna just follow up with an attack. So I was just like, you know what? Let's just drop the hatch. It's like when when you steal a Terran's gas, right? You know Zealots are coming.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right, now Cannon is going to be up in time. Exile did go for 6 slings. Doesn't have one chasing his probe. All 6 kind of went across the map, and he drone scouted, so there's a little bit of inefficiency in his play.
Yeah.
So far, Y2 Kid actually doesn't have too bad of a setup. He's got probes that are going to be in the way, helping to block the wall. These things are not getting in. He does have his gateway, and his gas just went down. So not a whole lot of development happening for Exile, maybe except for that gas going down, but still no third base down. He'll be taking a little bit of an economic hit. There it goes, top spot, but it's going to get scouted immediately by this probe.
So, question. This is something I was told by a coach, and I mentioned it last game, and I'm curious what your thoughts on it are. Is that you shouldn't drop a hatch if you still have larva to spend. You should always spend your larva before you consider dropping like a hatchery or anything. 'Cause I remember,
I think that, that sounds like something that maybe Beast would have said, or something that even Tai 2 would say, since he's kind of a more famous 2-hatch style player. He kind of follows under that philosophy. But I think overall, 3 hatches should be the standard for everything and anything you go to, because you need that extra larva to go. Into the mid and later games, or after the 7 to 9 minute mark, if you haven't spent all of your larva, I absolutely agree with that sentiment, but in the early game, it's a little bit more important to make sure you can have some production going, since Zerg itself only has production off of larva.
Yeah,
and 3 hatches more of a in the early game, even if you haven't spent all of your larva, is a little bit more important, because you can get more larva from it.
That makes sense.
So,
I know you're a bit of a
into the later games, after that 5 or 6 hatcheries, I think that's a great rule to follow. Even at the 3-hatch point, where, hey, you haven't spent any of your stuff, you just go ahead and get up to that 35 supply. Yeah, that's not a bad rule to follow. But in the early game, I really, really recommend you going for any type of 3-hatch play and not worry so much about the larva, more about what supply you've put it down. So your usual openings will be off of the overhaul in ZVP. You go 11 hatch, and then you go for the 13 or 14 hatch off of just supply alone. You can go a little bit further and later, but it does delay how much larva you'll get into the later game.
That makes sense. Because I mean,
so
if
right
you
now,
push it off by even 1 supply, you're usually missing 1 larva because it's about 15 seconds in the early game.
Yeah, exactly. So Exile did opt for the 3-hatch Hydra. Y2 Kid has just scouted that with his Force Corsair. It's starting to see. He may be able to get a little bit of pressure down on that wall. There are 4 Zealots. 2 cannons just now popping. Exile may have a little timing. He can put a lot of pressure onto that wall if he can get his Hydras up on there and get his Lings to help cover that, but he's moving a little slow for that.
This is just about a 973. He just has one of the drones in the main instead of the third.
Yes, this is 973, and this could be one of those moments where he really just wants to break down the wall anyways, and so the amount of cannons coming up is going to kind of equalize out. Y2 Kid is going to have 3 shots on the Overlords, assuming... Actually, all the Overlords are pretty well spread. Like, they're way the heck out there. So Y2 Kid really isn't finding a whole lot of damage with his Corsairs, but he's going to be just fine having 6 cannons. It may be a little bit of an overreaction. Oh, I think there's a little bit of lag on the end.
Yeah, turn rate just tanked there for a moment. So, having talked...
I may need to hop out and do the Discord thing if it's on me.
Yeah, here, I'll send
I'll go ahead and pop out.
We'll see. We'll
Don't
see if
wanna-
it's me or you.
Don't want to interrupt you too much.
There you go. I'll just give you the camera view so that way you see what the stream sees.
Pro observing.
So the thing, Hawk mentioned this once, is that against something like this, you want 6 cannons. If you see 6 cannons, you know you can't bust. But yeah, because look, that is just so much firepower, along with a few zealots. But ripping down that wall, very good. You kill the forge, you kill a production gateway.
Guild.
We do have some more forges in the main.
And he's even going for double forge, which
that's
2-1 is not a bad idea to follow up on. Right now, I'd actually still have to say Exile is a little bit farther behind. He has to catch up now. He's made a lot of Hydras, and so in this case, it might be good to kind of trade away some of your Lings, a few Hydras to kind of put pressure on the front, since he did overmake. Like, he still has Hydras coming. If he tries to drone off of this right now, Protoss, Y2 Kid's going to be in a much better position economically. He's going to be able to add on to his, 4 or 5 gateways. And his upgrades are all going to be going at once.
Well, that's only going to
so
put
I
at
really
1-1.
favor Protoss' position.
I mean,
but if you just go back and look at the
set up a
drone
little
count,
bit in arc here as well. That would help. He hasn't droned.
I mean,
like
a little
all.
hole position too. Yeah, his droning is really far behind. So as long as Y2 Kid waits for his tech to start kicking in, High Templar or even goons with the goon range and observer, he should be just fine.
Yeah.
Exile's best move right now, since he has the contain, is to go for the lurkers and get them really quickly.
Yeah, get a bunch of lurkers down, and then just drone the crap out of it behind it, and then when Protoss inevitably breaks out of your contain, you have a huge economy, usually 4 bases, and just a lot of stuff ready for what's left of their army.
And most of his army should still be kind of zealots at the moment, and the whole point of even having that contain isn't to prevent him from leaving, is to, well, it is kind of prevent,
but tax him on the
way out. Delay his big attack. Force him to use storms, force him to try to break his way out.
Yeah.
While you're trying to drone behind it.
So we are going to do a Zealot High Templar. It looks like he wants to try and break out here.
He wants to go for a little bit of run by, actually. So he's going down and underneath. I believe on this map you've got a long distance for you to go. And so if these Zealots get into any one of those bases, it's going to be havoc on any of those drone lines. This is a great move. Third base being less desirable, but main and natural are open.
Exile pulling back here. These Hydras actually slow the Zealots down. The Zealots stop to attack them. And that's going to give them all this. Oh, it even makes them into eggs.
And there's the lurkers. Yeah, that's a good little move. It also delays the push out, and so he's able to get back and defend in time.
I've done
Although
that
I
so
would
many times.
definitely have stayed on top of those lurkers, since you're not going to get into the natural domain anyways.
You try and cancel the lurker egg that you made to slow him down, and then it just dies because it didn't have enough health. And you're like, damn. I tried.
These zealots are getting a good amount of value. I mean, they may not have done a whole lot, but they did force Exile to react and kind of move around.
It broke the whole contain.
Broke contain. Yeah, just by moving a couple of zealots.
Well, those are some adventurous Hydras. Buddies.
Oh, it happens, and here we go. Here comes the much harder contain, which is what Exile really needs to do to get back into the game.
Lurker's good unit. Oh, we're moving.
Zealots may be running around, but there should be plenty of defense at the third base, and oh yeah, there's the lurkers already. A sunken position, a handful of lings, but I'd definitely like to
Hydra commander. Yeah, you just ignore that and you settle in.
A little bit of spread on those lings, kind of covering all the different bases, since they're not going to be very useful in any attacking scenario until they get crack.
Yeah.
Drugs.
I like using lings. Do love me some drugs, but I love using lings for like body blocking in moments like this. Ugh. Goes forward and grabs the
goo. Does pick off. I mean, those guys are just going to turn into lurkers, and so that's actually a very good trade for Zerg.
Honestly,
the way it's contained.
You just take your 8 Hydras, you run up, click down a High Templar, click down another High Templar, click down a third one, sacrifice 8 Hydras for, you know, usually 3 High Templar or so, depending on how many storms he drops trying to save them.
No, it's a good micro tactic, and it's a much better use of your Hydras, because if you can pick off 2 High Templar for 8 Hydras, you're actually coming really far ahead on your gas.
Yeah.
Oh, a nice little pick off on one of the lurkers. Just a single storm and a single goon hit.
We need to move an observer a little bit more forward. Oh!
Oh, a huge storm over that. That's a lot of dead Hydras.
The Zealots are going to come from the back, but sheesh.
You are getting a multi-prong attack. This is his chance to break out with very, very little effort. Just move the goons forward with the observer. Pick off the rest of those Hydras, and the Zealots, they're coming straight over to see if there's any reinforcing units, and it's going to delay the units from coming in.
Yeah, stopping this is perfect, because here he is. He's going to do exactly what you're saying. He moves out a little bit. The storms make it so the Hydras can't engage the observer. And yeah. Lurkers versus
still on a
goons is not great.
So he really has to get a move on it. He doesn't have a whole lot of goons now, and it looks like he got a little supply blocked. He is on 2 base economy, but 2 base economy's not that bad since Zerg still has 3.
Yeah.
Exile's still sitting on just those 3 bases.
Yeah, this is still very playable for Protoss. Alright, reinforcements finally hitting here. Actually, quite a bit of reinforcements. That's enough to make Protoss think twice.
About 3 control groups worth of it. Even reinforce this position.
This is like 3 box selects.
All right, 4 box select, 5, because you know you're gonna have a little bit of overlap.
That's true. I know my box selecting. There's gonna be some overlap. Ooh, an Archon. I hate seeing Archons in this matchup unless you're playing against like Ultra Ling or something. I just think that they're always bad.
Archons in a pinch are really, really good. I mean, obviously they're bad against lurkers. They're actually a little bit better with goons. So if you think about it, they have that 350 shield, right? Even though they only have 10 health. They may be taking full damage from the Hydras, but the whole point of a composition like this is to protect your sieging units, which is your High Templar and your goons. After you've lost out use for your High Templar, turning it into an Archon is a lot more efficient when you're getting ready to push out an attack than it is to keep it a High Templar.
That's fair. I just think that Stormers are always a little bit more efficient at killing Hydra Lurker than an Archon is, but I can see where it has its uses.
I wouldn't make every single High Templar into that, but if you drop your 2 or 3 storms and then go ahead and mix your High Templars together, it gets you into a fight much quicker, or into a siege much quicker, than it is to just wait for High Templars to bring back their energy for storm.
Fair.
And you're going to be spending your money on more High Templar anyways. So a nice little siege sets up. Bunch of huge storms in the background. There's still 2 lurkers. A nice little surround, but the Zealots are going to accept. They're intercepting them.
Yeah, these Zealots showing up at the perfect time. Like, why are you guys showing up late? Don't worry.
Break this wall.
Yeah, this might be just
a lot of goons. Just maybe too much DPS. He even has a couple extra goons zoning out the Hydras, getting right up into the spot. Going to pick off that last lurker.
Yeah, this is perfect.
He has hit his timing. He has done a great job with this siege, and he's able to push Zerg all the way back to the natural. But only 44 supply to the 135. This should be GG pretty soon.
Yeah. And I mean,
he may have his
solid start from Exile. It's just, I think that we have to admit that Y2 might be just a little bit better of a player.
He definitely has much better positioning, and he's definitely been able to kind of circumvent things that the Zerg wanted to do.
Yeah.
But his biggest mistake, for me at least, is that he wasn't able to drone up as well or as evenly off of his builds. In fact, he kind of overcommitted on the units, knowing the amount of cannons that were out there.
Yeah. And I think droning is probably the hardest thing for a Zerg to learn.
Oh man, even I struggle with it. Anyways, that is GG.
GG.
Looks like Y2 Kid is going to take this series 2-0.
It's best of 5. We got one more, at least.
Oh shoot, this is best of 5. Obviously, I'm
Yeah,
not
we're in
paying
the
attention.
semis.
Even though you said it a billion times.
I'm gonna have to follow up on that. Sorry, totally unrelated, but.
Oh, I like it. Somebody's calling me the madman. Escalade.
Yeah.
What a champ.
Ironically, Escalade is.
Of course he would. Of course that goofball would say something like that.
Let me see here.
I'll keep just kind of watching from your perspective and let you opt it out. I don't wanna slow the poor guys down.
Whatever works for you.
Oh, whatever makes it easier for them. Shoot, they're the ones microing.
Fair. Sorry, I'm just sending out some messages. Oh, it looks like Exile needs a minute anyway, so.
So yeah, I do. A big positive I would like to say for Exile is that even though you had a few mistakes here and there, I really liked the way that he was using his Hydras to zone out in the early game.
Yeah.
He didn't rush into his commitment to come in and attack the base, which it's not bad. I would still favor trying to trade away a couple of your units so you can make drones without having to commit as much to overlords, and that did kind of slow him down a little bit. But keeping units alive is still a much better result than just losing them all and running them all into, you know, the meat grinder. And so I have to commend him for kind of thinking through on that decision still.
Yeah. No, it was decision making, I think, is what really changed a lot of things in that game. And it worked out well for Y2.
He had great reaction when the Zealot run-bys were coming out. I mean, he could have let those Zealots just find its way across the map and already into his base, but instead he went ahead and said, okay, I want to pull back, I want to make sure that he doesn't get into my drone line, and that was all he needed to do. But just a little lacking on the drones.
Yeah. Escalade, it doesn't really matter. They both lead into the same cookie jar. Probably the other one would be easier, but also Y2 Kid won the last game. So
I should probably be paying attention to chat too since I have it open.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just Escalade, so you're not missing much.
What? I have to. You call me a madman.
Yeah.
Probably exactly what I am. Anyways, looks like we got him into the next game.
Yep. In the bottom right-hand side here, guys, with the red probes, give it up for Y2 Kid.
And in the top left corner, as the blue Zerg, we have Exile. Down 0-2, back against the wall. I wonder what kind of game plan he's going to have to try to pull this back.
Yeah, I mean, this is his pick, right? I believe it was his pick. 69 map, nice. It's gonna give him strength, but I am curious what he's thinking because he seems to be enjoying the 2-player maps more than anything else. So I wonder if
I think he's more comfortable when he knows where his opponent is, and it is going to be a 9-pool opening. Not sure about the speed yet, but he is definitely thinking about putting a lot of pressure up on the front. On the other end, looking at the mini map, you can see that the pylon has gone down.
Yeah, the scout's
so
gonna come in here.
It seems to be more of a forge fast expand. Now, with scouting this out, and if he can recognize that the pool is a little bit early, he can get 2 cannons and the entire rush is done. But second probe is going to be a little late putting down the forge, so maybe there's a chance he can either head up for a run by or even get in and get right on top of the cannons.
Yeah, if you can get... Do you prefer to run into the main or try and click down the cannons in a moment where you're able to get in before they're done?
If I'm scouted, I like the run by. If I'm not scouted, I like getting on top of the cannons.
Interesting. Any particular reason, or just it's just how you play?
Well, the reaction of some of the better players is that they'll see exactly what's going on in your base and have a deep understanding.
Yeah.
And so a well understood player would know that they need to make the decision to make 2 cannons.
Oh, okay.
Which it looks like he went for the 1 cannon first.
He wants to drop the Nexus.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a bit of a mistake. If you can recognize that Nexus was dropped before 2nd cannon, you can get on top of that cannon and you don't even need to.
Yeah.
Like, the Lings are already coming across the map. 1 cannon is not going to be enough. He's going to have to pull a few probes. I think Y2 can be dead if Exile just squeaks right on by this probe.
Go.
And
Get in there,
right
boys.
Inside. He is going to get right on top
Get
of the
on
cannon.
it.
A good little surround. That is a dead cannon, and that's a couple of dead probes. Now, what he's going to do with these Lings is going to matter, because he can either look to harass or just take out that pylon.
Honestly, I like taking out the
Kid's
pylon.
game to... I do too. So here we go. For a couple of probes getting pulled down, this is actually going to bring him a little bit back into the economic portion of the game. So a cannon down plus the 2 probes.
Oh.
So
Forcing out
at
another
this point, he's
cannon,
not gonna be able
forcing
to do a
out
whole
lost
lot.
mining time.
Yeah, the gateway is going to come up, and he did make a few extra Lings. Now this is where it gets tricky, because as you play into these games, you kind of have to multitask yourself out of these situations. And as you can tell, he really didn't make a whole lot of drones. He's sitting at about 400 minerals, and so if he was able to continuously make units or make drones while he's setting up for his attack, he'd be in a better position. But this is kind of the reason I don't recommend too much 9-pull base play.
Because it's so much.
Because you have to have that multitask.
True.
And you can see Exile definitely struggling on that. While
Well,
Y2 Kid, he still has stuff up.
I mean, this is like what you were talking about with your games versus Exiles, that he has that Ling micro, but at what cost?
Yeah.
Like, you micro your Lings all day long, but also you're floating a lot of money.
Oh, look at that. Looking at Escalade's little chat box in the corner. Art of Madman. Mad of Art. Just Art of Mad.
Art of Mad.
I could be a Madden Ho disciple. A highly recommended player to watch if you haven't seen him yet. Madden Ho, he's 2v2 player, but he mains as Terran, and he plays random in 2v2.
Is that how you pronounce it?
No,
'Cause I've always done Medhino or something.
well, I think it's pronounced Medino. Medino is the proper, but you know, I've always just called him Madden Ho because I like the
He's a Madden
I like
Ho.
the emphasis, the Ho part of him, because he will take games into ultra late. Like, his goal isn't to kill you. His goal is to wait for you to die
Is
of
he the
old
person?
age.
There's a guy that was in CPL that was always talking about how every game somehow he would end up at a 30-40 minute late game. Is that the person?
That's
he must have playing against Madden Ho
Madden
every
Ho.
game.
He's out there.
Every
He's
game.
out there reading all of Madden Ho's books. It's a book, and it's just how not to die, and it just says defend.
Cannons.
Defend. Don't let your opponent expand.
Yeah. The PVT
But that's-
strategy guide.
I have seen crazy games out of him where he's sitting on 3 bases, and all he does is wait for Protoss to put up the 4th base, and he sieges it down and then runs back to his 3rd base.
Nice.
It's hilarious. And then he waits for another 4th base to go up. He does that all over again while denying recalls and denying carriers. And if they go for carriers off the 3 base, he's happy because he knows he's going to outscale them.
Imagine
Anyways,
denying
that's-
recall. Artosis told me that was impossible.
Well, you know, the first mistake was listening to Artosis.
He's gonna be at Montreal.
Oh
Xavier
man,
agrees.
I'll be seeing him. I'll be seeing him in Seattle as well too.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
guess shout out to Arto. I really hope that your tournament does turn out to be extremely well. I enjoy the idea that people are heading out and going out to lands and getting drinks together and
What year is it?
having a good old time.
Is it 2005? Kind of feels like it with how much StarCraft is
2002?
happening.
Is Gur back?
Could you imagine if some of the old I mean, to be fair, I'm trying to get Day 9 to show up at like Chicago or something.
Oh, is Day 9 even in the area?
Day 9's back in StarCraft.
That's a tall
at
ask.
least. I know.
That is a tall ask.
It's a dream.
You probably have a better. You'd have a better chance of asking his brother Tasteless to come. Oh, here comes the Scourge. Is he going to be able to pick it off? No.
Oh, good reflexes.
But there is a cannon's going to go up in time, so.
Yeah.
So we do have one problem right now. Protoss has a lower supply than Zerg.
Huh.
In fact, it's going to be a Muta setup, so he may be able to kind of burst down. There are two cannons in there, but he's taking a lot of damage off of that. He doesn't even pick off the cannon.
No, but he did get one of the Corsairs. If he had more Scourge, he probably could have killed all of the Corsairs.
Well, if he would have had a little more control on that. So he had to chase the Scourge away. He needed to really focus down on those cannons, which 5 mutas can pick off a cannon in 3 volleys. 3 volleys, because that's 120. That's 120 on the cannon.
Yeah.
For total health, including shield, and that's 50. So 50, 50, 50 is 100. 150-ish. So yeah, 3 volleys. We'll be able to pick it off. Oh no, it's 200.
Yeah.
So it's 4 volleys with 5.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Obviously, turtle math.
Never do math on stream. It's a trap every time.
I'll keep trying it. Yeah, I can make these mistakes. I haven't casted in forever.
It's fine. You're the co-caster. Everyone's like, it's fine. It's just a co-caster.
Yeah, I gotta give you guys something to complain about.
We're gonna try and push out here. The mutas are gonna make sure that doesn't happen.
A good. What's that? 11 mutas right now? Am I trying to do math again?
10.
That's 10. But, anyways, Y2 Kid is definitely with his back against the wall. It's going to come down to how well he's able to pick off those mutas. 5 Corsairs. I'm not sure if he has his +1 coming.
There's something spinning, so I'd assume.
Yeah, no +1 yet, but he's on top of the Corsairs. That's not good. He cannot lose those Corsairs because he keeps the air domination. And right now, the mutas are getting free shots on every single one of those.
Oh, don't dive it.
They
don't
got
do
pulled
it.
into the cannons.
Oh.
And that's a bad decision. He's lost nearly all of his mutas. Zealots are coming across the map. Looks like he's trying to go towards the main, but there are Hydras coming across, and both
everything
of his
is move commanding
really
across.
open.
Oh, Y2 Kid holds up for a minute while he's probably macroing or something. He could have
That's
absolutely
still not
just
bad.
sent
The
it in.
Zealots are pushing it back. And now he's going to run into that issue where he may not have as much Zealots as he expected. Probably best thing is to just go ahead and run into the main and do some disrupting of the mining.
Just move command here, then let your Zealots do what they do best. He's going to go for the
He's going to
Spire.
try to pick it off with a 3. That's going to be that's an ambitious pickoff right now, and
especially
kind
considering
of gave
both these
up
are
on
hurt.
it. Yeah, he's definitely not going to get the Spire. Exile's going to be able to defend this just fine. He does have a few Hydra, a Muta, one more Zealot in there, and with the
little ragtag
Zealots,
team.
it's a good idea to pick off the drones. Any type of economic damage is going to put you further ahead. So I believe that's five gates. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
looks like
he's getting up there.
6 gate coming.
They're both kind of floating resources at the moment. I would like to see Exile throw down that 6th hatchery after he makes it around to drones, and I'd like to see Y2 Kid start working his way towards 8 gateways, which it looks like that's exactly what he's doing. So
yeah, it looks like also all of the Corsairs died. So they must have gotten caught.
There's only a handful of mutas. There aren't any High Templar out that I see, so this could be a big, huge attack.
There's nothing here to stop these Hydras. As long as we should take it slow, take down the wall, I think, before you do anything, because otherwise you're fighting into this choke point against cannons, which is never great, but I can see it. Like, there's the bloodlust, right, where you just know that you've got enough. You just got to do it right. And
yep, he is just coming up. He's going to break down that wall. He is putting a lot of pressure. Going to lose that random muta. doesn't have his whole army in there quite yet, but all he has to do is pick off as many of the Zealots as he can, dive in on that high tempo when he gets the chance.
Gateway's going down.
Yeah.
Once the gateway's down, this is over.
Oh,
that was beautiful though. Them both dying at the same time.
And there's the first storm, and now.
But that's it. That's the only storm.
To put a little bit of pressure.
It's the only storm. Come on,
there's reinforcements coming out. The 8
these Hydras shooting from the low ground.
I'm thinking Exile may be able to pull it off if he can focus fire the Zealots, do a little bit of micro, and there it is, 2 low health.
So many that are so helpful.
Going down, a lot of Zealots just taking.
Just go for the mineral line. Just go for the mineral line.
Just get in there and do damage wherever you can. It looks like Exile should be able to pull this one out. All he has to do is take out the natural.
Yeah, this is
He really needs to be picking away on the Zealots. He needs to refocus fire them down. He is just kind of attack moving. Probes are finally getting pulled off the line. And there's a little bit of micro, and economic damage is starting to settle in. I don't see, it looks like he's just now rallying a few more Hydras, and so the reinforcements are a little bit late. But as long as he continues to pick off Zealots one by one,
there's still only
he should kill this out.
We have 1 High Templar. Oh no, we still have the one in the mineral line. So we will have 2 storms here. But 2 storms, unless they're like the greatest storms of all time, are not going to be enough.
Unless he hits every single Hydra, I just don't see it. Overlord's blinking over the top of the natural. 1 big storm, but it's an immediate pullback. Picking off the natural should pretty much end the game.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that was the High Templar there.
Oh, and a nice little pick off. A couple more Hydras coming back.
Yeah. But we got more Hydras here. The Zealots are scared.
Oh, maybe White2 Kid could pull this back as long as.
I don't know. There's a long line of blue.
Continues to miss that on the rally.
All right. Oh, I don't know. Don't go up the ramp. If we had lurker aspect, just make some lurker eggs on the ramp, and then just slaughter the natural.
That'd block them away. I mean, the priority should be kill Zealots, kill probes, and then kill Nexus.
Kill High Templar.
But as you can tell, he's continuously trying to.
I mean, the thing is though, this is so efficient.
He's out of.
This is very efficient for Exile when you consider how much he's spending. Yeah. But at some point, you just Y2 Kid just gonna
and a pick up on the High Templar.
GG. It's not a sweep, baby. Yeah, and it was just the Zealot trades weren't efficient. He rallies down 6 Zealots, and they kill 3 Hydras, maybe. So like at some point you just run out of money.
At some point he can't sustain off of the 1 base, and Exile did a great job of just constantly actually focus firing. The focus fire is what really saved him, because he was able to pick off Zealots 1 by 1 instead of having that spread fire. A little bit of a mistake you'll watch players make is that they try to attack move into the spot instead of attack click on a very specific Zealot, since your DPS comes off of being able to kill something, while theirs is about trying to surround.
True. I don't know. My micro consists mostly of like box select A, move backwards, box select A, move backwards. That way they just keep kiting until they're out of Zealots, and then just send it back in.
Oh yeah, for the kiting purposes, because you're trying to delay until your reinforcements come. That's a great way of doing, because you just got to move. You just don't want them getting on top of you. But if you add even just a handful of lings, each and every time a Zealot comes in for an attack and a swipe, it's being used inefficiently and not even putting any damage on the real damage dealers, which is the Hydra.
Yeah, lings are just body blockers.
And to which, when I was talking earlier about it, your Archons that get made, those are body blockers. Those are big boy body blockers.
Y2 is arguing the only reason he lost is because he didn't pick color.
You know, that's a valid excuse.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
It's hard when you don't have your favorite color.
Yeah, no, I get it. When, like, if I don't pick magenta, it's absolutely game over.
You might as well pack up and go home.
Yeah, honestly. All right. Sorry, I'm also still double checking because Naka said he signed up, but it just never put him in the bracket. and it doesn't show them on the registration page. So I'm trying to figure out what happened there. I'm like, what? Chalong being absolutely stupid. All right. Here we go.
All right. And it looks like you've got Midnight Sun.
Yes.
I see hieroglyphics all over the map in the mini-map.
Well, these are the only ones that matter.
Oh, that's CSL. That's not an I.
Yeah. No, we're not crime scene investigators.
I mean, you are when some of these players get murdered.
True. Okay, fair enough.
You know, how could this happen?
All right. Bottom left, guys.
Oh, go ahead.
Bottom left.
Go ahead.
Red probes. Give it up for Y2 Kid.
Up 2-1 right now, and in the top left corner, as the Blue Zerg, we have Exile.
Putting up one hell of a fight. Says he's not going down without a fight. This feels a little bit far back, but I guess not.
Well, he should still be fine. I mean, as long as he puts that floors to the left and the gateway to the right, he'll have about a 2-hex setup. A 2-hex wall, but yeah, I mean, as long he has to use the eggs to be a part of his wall, which is how these maps are designed.
Yeah.
So there'll be a 2-hex. There'll be a 2-hex wall.
Oh, we're gonna get the hatch down completely unopposed because for the first time ever, Protoss doesn't get a first scout. So I'm a bigger fan of the 12 hatch these days, but they're both good.
I actually have a lot of thoughts on going hatch first. First off, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but when you watch other players do it, and they get away with it, you run into 2 issues.
I hatch first.
The first one, you hatch first. How many times do you get cannon rushed?
Surprisingly, it's not 0, but it is definitely more than 0. It's not a lot, but every once in a while it happens. I've gotten really good at jumping my drones, though, because of it.
Right. I mean, you're glitching them into the spot so that you can get behind the mineral lines. Luckily on this map, this is kind of a bad map to set up for a cannon.
Yeah. You can do pylon.
You still have like the one spot,
cannon
pylon cannon, but Lings will still get into the spot pretty easily. You don't have to go as far around.
Escalade would cannon rush here, because Escalade has no talent. Got him, boys.
I'll let you soak that one up, but yeah, for this map, for the naturals, you don't have to have your units run all the way around, or they don't have 2 different areas to go. Instead, it's just gonna be the one spot that they can refocus up on.
Yeah.
So I like the decision to go for the Nexus first, throw down the cannon, and then the gateway. So Y2 Kid has been doing his homework. Actually, no, he went gateway first, didn't he? So yeah, Nexus gateway, then cannon, with how late that cannon is.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Yeah, gateway finished ahead of time. I wonder if he's going in for that faster cybernetics core, where he can possibly get, well,
he's got to be going quick tech because there's no real zealots coming out, right?
About a 330 cyber, so it's about average. He didn't make the zealot, so he had enough money to put down his. On the other end, though, Exile, he is taking a natural as his 3rd base, so
of course
it looks like he's telling him, hey, I'm gonna play the macro game.
Yes.
I'm gonna be the one to force you to put pressure on me. That's kind of the signal that you send.
Do you prefer taking naturals or mains?
It depends on the map. On a map like, so, what was that one that they had in ASL? They had the upper ground area where you had that ramp. Yeah. It was kind of a wide area.
Yeah.
But a ramp for your natural that goes up into your natural. Maps like that are great.
CS or CPL?
Yes.
Oh, I abused that map. I think I had almost 100% ZVT win rate on that map. I kid you not. My ZVT on that map was nuts.
So maps where you don't have to worry about naturals being sieged down as easily, I highly recommend for you to take natural as your third. But on something like Polypoid, where you do have a third base that has some easier to cover, even retro is a good one, where you can do that.
Yeah.
Those are much better setups for going for a third base. And of course, if you take mineral onlys, you basically tell your opponent, "Hey, I'm gonna go put pressure onto you," because I don't think you can set up as well in your natural.
Yeah. I don't
But
know.
for this,
I try to avoid mineral onlys as long as I can. I'm a little picky like that. Layer
mean,
Hydrodyne, by the way. Lurkers? Quick lurkers?
probably just going for the faster overlord speed. But he is setting up.
That'd be
He
the
is setting
Chad.
up. Like I said, he's got himself going for being a lot more defensive, and so it looks like he's opting for Hydra setup. But he really hasn't added a whole lot of drones to his bases. He's made an early sunken on top of Ling, so that's going to put him behind a little bit economically. And he doesn't have his 4th and 5th hatch up yet.
No, he has no Hydras or anything out either yet. This Corsair's going to come in here and be like, huh, where's everything?
So it looks like he just put another hatchery down.
Yeah.
But
This base
yeah,
is gonna
he's
get
still
scouted.
very much lacking on the drones. He's going to be able to see everything. So right now, Y2 Kid, it's going to be up to him to set up his 2-1 push, his 9 or 11 minute push, depending upon how he's opted.
We're going to take the main real quick. Oh, hello.
Oh, Ling run by, so that's going to
not
kind of help
supposed
him
to
scouting
work.
out. This is actually really, really good for Exile, because now he gets to see what type of tech he has, how far along the
Oh my god.
High Templars are.
He's munched down
I
2
think
probes already.
I think it's a little bit of a mistake for him to focus down probes. He really needs to see what tech his opponent has.
Yeah, which he's seen it all now at this point. Citadel, gateways. There's nothing up here or anything, so.
I don't think there's anything in the natural, so yeah, that was a pretty good, successful run by.
Yeah.
So we do have Zealots streaming across the map. They're no leg speed yet. I'm not sure if he got the +1, but that is a late.
It is
pre-colony.
lurkers. All right, Hydras pop. Just get your Hydras right
up.
here at the edges and then just make them into lurker eggs to buy time for everything else to finish.
Yeah, with the Lurker coming up right now, he should be just fine. There isn't a whole lot of damage that these low lots can do. Even the Sunken is up, so this should be
You
fine.
say that. The Zealots are
Well,
scary.
he has no... And there it is. He just
Yeah.
kind of hit his Hydra away, and now Exile has
Oh.
been able to... There is a little bit of attack on the front, but again, the
Lurkers
Lurkers
are
are
good.
going to be in a better position.
Yeah, and I like this. He went straight lurkers first because these definitely don't have speed or range. So this is really good for him.
He doesn't necessarily need to have any Hydra movement or range at all.
Yeah.
Since he's looking to defend, he does
think
have his 4th base up already.
Yeah. I think he's finally playing his opponent more than he is playing the game. Because Y2 has really gone for these Zealot heavy comps every game, right? He's more aggressive, Zealot High Templar, into Goons later. And so going straight into Lair and Lurker, I think was honestly the right call. Oh, he's just going to try and YOLO pass into the main. That's
And he does run
disrespectful.
by, so he is going to be able to put a little bit of pressure. Taking off drones, I mean, Exile is going to be exploding with his economy if he did do something like that.
Honestly, there's so many drones in the main, though. Like, losing 3 or 4. Well, maybe 5.
I wouldn't say it's an efficient trade, but it is something that is disrupting his play right now. It looks like he is going to be looking to take a 3rd base if you look on the mini-map.
Yeah. This was something Y2 needed, not something that set Exile back, right? It was more of you need this to actually still be in the game.
Exile is
versus-
still
Look at
still
this.
definitely ahead.
Jesus, there's so many drones. He's finally solving the issue that we've been complaining about, at least I have, or he just doesn't drone at all.
Yeah, he's getting much better on the drones. Looking at the 9-minute mark, he's got about 60, 70. He came close to 70 supply, which I would say is a fairly good supply to have around the 9-minute mark.
All right.
but he's gonna have to start his hatchery explosion and really making a choice on what tech he wants to go up to.
Go up to? Mate, he's already got Hydras.
Well, Hydras only go so long. All right, if you were doing a Hydra build and you were putting pressure, that'd be one thing. But in this case, he is staying back pretty far.
That's true. If you're being
So
aggressive, Hydras will go forever.
So now would be the time to start thinking about either going into Hive Tech or even throwing down your Spire, or going for drop. Drop is another good decision to make. I would like this. I do like drop in a position like this.
Especially on this kind of map where the edges of the base don't always have vision, unless you're really pushing for it.
Yeah, or even just lurker drops into the naturals and mains and kind of denying mining on his own.
True.
I find that to be a way better. And what is this Overlord doing? It's just gonna die.
Scouting is what he's doing.
Found 3 cannons.
Found a
So
third.
the drones in the top right are going.
Yeah. We got our Evos up here. We got the 3-Vo, baby. Get all of the upgrades.
Exile's been on top of his upgrades. He may not have been able to use them as efficiently before, but even so, I still think that it's gotta come down to Y2 Kid having to put pressure somewhere, anywhere.
These links find the army move out, and I think that's honestly mint.
It's a very good thing so far. I will say that these naturals are a little easier to siege against, since they do have that high ground that you can kind of use to prevent any backstabs from happening. You'll have the vision and you'll be able to make attacks before your opponent can even see you.
Yeah, these ramps make it really easy. If you get lurkers and stuff up in here, you can hold this area really well, but if you're not holding it, then it instantly becomes
much
a curse.
better for the it's much better for the Protoss right now, and I like his decision to take on the top right base.
We send it in again.
But there's a cannon in the main, so there's not a whole lot it's going to do.
Grab
so a little bit of a waste on the lings.
Yeah, they still scout in. They see what he's up to.
So right now, what I really, really like out of this is that he's going to be able to siege down 2 hatcheries with very, very little effort, as long as you just hold positions into the spot. Since all of the larvae are popping out of the bottom, he doesn't even have to. He doesn't have to attack into it. He just needs to prevent hatcheries from being. It's the equivalent of Zerg killing gateways.
Exactly. And there's nothing that can be done by Zerg here until these hatcheries fall. It's like Protoss's wall, right? Where you're waiting when it's getting Hydra busted. There's nothing Protoss can really do efficiently until it's until the wall is fallen, right? You can actually get your army out in a good, efficient way. Grab that Templar, nice. Grab that Templar.
Templars still back. Looks like Y2 Kid doesn't want to take this battle. He's got a little nervous with the small little army, and Exile's army is just getting a lot of value. He also didn't pick off any of the hatcheries either, so.
He killed one.
I feel like, well, okay, he killed one of them.
I think he was worried that there was going to be exactly what I mentioned. That like as the flank came in, he might have been worried that along with the flank was going to be just a massive push. Yeah. So he might have really panicked there. It's like, maybe I'm out. So I don't know if this hatchery will work. I'm scared that all the larvae are just going to instantly die.
It may block him out of the way as long as he can get either to the left or right.
Well, no, but the larva will spawn off creep. I don't think creep can spread down here. That's not something you think about very often now, is it?
No, it's not something I notice because I usually don't put hatcheries in bad spots.
Okay, well, first of all, fuck you. Second of all, I've done it several times.
Maybe I've done it before, but the consciousness of knowing that, hey, my hatcheries need room. A couple of good storms at the top. I mean,
that's all the
it's again Y2 Kid. It's gonna be down to Y2 Kid to siege down, and at this point, Exile is doing a great job of hunkering himself down.
Keeping these zealots busy too.
I feel one of the only ways he's going to be able to take out any of these bases now is if he can actually transition into a much more Reaver-heavy play. There's a lot of Sunkens out there.
Reapers would be
and
good
he
here.
just needs distance.
This little like segment of army coming in here by itself while the main army's off trying to deal with this small ragtag group of Hydras.
But hey, Exile's in a great position. I don't see him losing out in this game quite yet. In fact, every single time he comes in and tries to attack, I feel Y2 Kid is just losing stuff.
Yeah. All right, we're setting up here for the big flank, the big sandwich.
And it looks like Y2 Kid has remade a lot of hatcheries in the top right, so his macro is officially kicked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like 3 hatcheries, 5 total. 1 in the main, 1 in the natural, so about 7 or 8 hatcheries. And a good amount of nasty strong that's coming over the top, but it's not going to kill
not enough.
any of the low. So as long as he continues to reinforce into this
and there's only one more storm.
He should be able to take it.
Good lurker split too. Look at that.
Well,
are we going to game 5?
High ground.
Are we gonna get the reverse sweep maybe?
Well, not quite yet. Y2 Kid still has been pressured out. I mean, the only thing that's down on him is that he's not expanding. He really isn't macroing too well.
He's losing a lot of armor.
And it looks like cracklings. So he has gone into hype so far.
Yes.
And at this point, goons are going to be a lot less efficient.
Yeah. Cracklings are so good against
that window for that. He's missed his siege window.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's going to break that position, at least with just goons. He's going to have to go into a higher up tech.
Dark Templar.
Well, Dark Templar aren't a bad choice for when you're trying to deny bases.
True.
But even so, a lot of his army is kind of based upon taking big battles in middle or in corridors.
Actually, one of the biggest issues here is that we're kind of running out of stuff here at home for Exile. Like, there's 4 lurkers, a couple of Sunkens. Y2 just doesn't have enough to actually break it, but it's close. Yeah, if I'm Zerg here, I'm still sweating. Like,
I mean, you would sweat a little bit less if you had a Nidus Canal that would connect between the two bases.
Or just a couple of macro hatches in your main. Because look, you have 3 hatches here and where he's pushing, and then all your macros over here. So a Nidus would be great, or just, I mean, we're starting to spend down our bank, but realistically, another hatchery here would be good.
An extra hatchery. I mean, usually 3 hatches in between your main and natural are pretty strong. I mean, you do want a lot of your army to come out of your base.
Yeah.
Which is why when you put a bunch of hatcheries down in the 4th base, it's much better for you to make lings out of those ones and let the rest of your hatcheries be your bigger unit production.
Interesting.
And a Nidus Canal up in the front going to get picked off immediately. Y2 Kid, he may have a little bit of a chance to put pressure back up on the front.
Father's here, consume is done. Oh! They died.
An immediate pickoff from the Defiler. Another sad day for Zerg.
Yeah. Feels Zerg, man.
Y2 Kid does have quite a bit of a bank. It looks like he is thinking about taking the 4th base, but there's some kind of skirmish happening at the same time.
Yeah, a small little Hydra link force slowing him down. Meanwhile, he's stacking a lot to try and get in
here. He really doesn't have a whole lot.
Yeah, he has stacked a lot to get this far.
A much wiser position to pull back to.
Right. And that's held.
Yeah, Exile,
even if just barely.
Exile in a better position again. He's got his 5th base, working on his 6th base, getting up on that high ground area. Plenty of lurkers, so that should push the army back, or Y2K can just sacrifice it. That's cool too.
Yeah, I know. Y2's like, yeah, YOLO.
He may have 3-3, but he just isn't killing enough stuff. In fact, he's been taking more damage than necessary.
Yeah. Where are these Evos, by the way, that we saw earlier? They're here. They're not really cooked. Oh, there's 2-1 at least. Oh, you got 2-1 for both melee and ranged. Okay.
So he is getting his upgrades, which Exile throughout the series has been getting the triple Evo, so it's a little surprising he hasn't caught up on upgrades yet.
Yeah,
But the longer he
being this far
stays in the
behind.
game, the better.
All right, we got some space cows. Once again, everything here counters space cows. So, Link or Zealotry good against
Archons
Ultras.
would now be a really, really good choice.
Yeah, Archons counter them. The one time we want Archons is against Ultras, because fuck you. Storm counters them, Goons counter them, Zealots counter them, Reavers counter them. I think the Ultra is just like the most useless unit.
I mean, I still like Archons, a small amount of Archons. Well, the Ultras are great when they take cannon fire and they take focus from other units so that the actual damage dealers can get on top.
Yeah.
So
I guess you could use them for aim moving bases.
In most other...
Oh.
I mean, when you play against Terran, they can aim move that.
Oh, yeah, they're great against Terran.
You don't want to aim move, you want them to soak.
Oh,
There they all go. A nice little setup on there. A huge plague over the top of the Zealots as well. It looks like the Lurkers died before they had a chance to put a little bit of pressure down.
But, I mean, with the plague, that makes up for it well. Plus, we're also killing... That's a kill, not a cancel.
So a nice deny on that base. That's a very important base to prevent Protoss from going.
Yeah, and now Protoss has to slam a bunch of plagued units through this choke point.
And the Lurkers are just there for the free picking.
Yeah, Lurkers will just get a bunch of free kills here. Oh, man. Lurkers are a good unit, guys. One of my favorites. But, I mean...
I'll be back in just a sec.
Yeah, take your time. Y2, we have this base mining. This base is now mining. This base keeps getting denied. Zerg is... We got this base up and running. We got this base up and running. We still have these guys mining. We're still even mining from the main and natural. Maybe use a couple more drones, but... a couple. Not too many. The thing is that breaking this is going to be hard for Zerg. Although we are up 30 supply. What the hell? When did that happen? I mean, there's an aspect of you can just sit back and wait for Protoss to slam into you and lose because, well, he's mining on 2 bases. You're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we count both of these as half bases. This one is free for whenever you want it. We're maxed out. Guys, when's the last time you saw a Zerg max out? Genuinely. When's the last time you saw a Zerg max out? Like, if a Zerg maxes out, you should GG out of respect. I think that's how that works. And the thing is, no matter where Y2 pushes, right? Y2's going to push up in here. You just take all this and you hit it from behind. Right? Yeah. Darkstorm goes down.
Alright, back. Apologize about that, but yeah, Darkstorm's coming across.
Plague.
Huge plague.
Exile's maxed, by the way. Yeah, when's the last time you saw a Zerg max?
I don't know. I get cheese too often on ladder. The game either ends in my favor or it ends in their favor.
Yeah. All right.
Out here playing macro games.
Hit him with the A move.
Well, denying this 4th and 5th base should pretty much just end it up. I mean, Exile has a very, very good defense on all of his bases.
Bullied. Yeah.
That 3rd base isn't as important. It's more about taking out the bottom right and this 5th, which he is able to take out. A nice,
we're actually sandwiching part of the armies here, too.
Kind of picking them off as they're coming back to try and defend 124 supply. There's a big bank being built up for Exile.
Yeah. Oh, we got drops.
And
I heard the noise.
Go, and it just right over the top of it. Don't even bother.
Love to see it. Oh, he storms and he kills his
Oh.
observer and another high Templar, but he doesn't kill the Ultra. God bless this
Ultras
game.
take damage. That's their job.
Darkstorm on the Nexus just to make sure.
I mean, not necessary, but Darkstorm over the cannons very much necessary. But it looks like he'll have enough zealots to kind of push him back.
Can probes not hit under Darkstorm? Are they considered a ranged attack?
No, they'll hit under Darkstorm.
Oh,
But
they're
anyways,
just doing no damage.
GG.
GG.
Exile
Game
pulling it back down
5,
0-2.
baby. Can you believe it?
Should be feeling it. The pressure is on. This is the series to win still. Or series
Honestly,
to lose now.
Games 1 and 2, if you told me it was going to be just a walkover for Y2, like, yeah. And I've been like, you know what? I feel bad, but that's not entirely wrong, right? But then then we get into this, and it's like, oh. Like, this is nuts.
Yeah, quite the bit of a comeback so far, so Exile's got to be riding into this third game with that momentum, happy to be able to come back the way he's done.
Y2's asking because he was supposed to do something, and he's like, I'll need an hour, and I'm like, I don't know if I can offer you that. So Y2 might just have to forfeit game 5. You know, the rules are the rules. If you can't play the game, then you don't get the spot, you know? We've been doing this for 27 months now. You think players eventually would understand.
Well, you'd hope that they'd read more. Hope that they'd need break for just a moment.
No, it looks like Y2 just forfeiting game 5.
So we're not going to be able to get the finish of this series.
No, sadly. It's
That
fine.
was the...
Everyone, if you're disappointed, make sure you let Y2 Kid know, and then also complain about the web app for CPL.
don't complain about the web app.
Make sure you complain about the web app.
There are plenty of other things you can complain about. The web app is actually really, really good.
Complain about the web app.
Don't do that. Don't listen to the main guy. Y2 Kid, if you happen to be listening, great job on the app.
Yeah.
Hopefully next
shit.
CPL is going to be great.
Yeah, it's always sad when someone just like, I get it, life happens, right? It's absolutely sad when it does. My Twitch preview just died. Oh. Twitch, you good? You good, Twitch? I think Twitch is just having a little struggle here. Because Restream's like, oh, everything's good, and Twitch is like, I don't know. All right,
losing packets.
What? Sorry?
Are you losing packets?
No, I got no drop frames or nothing. Restream, like, OBS tells me I'm putting out 6,000 kilobits. Restream says it. Twitch is like, I don't know, bro. Doesn't matter. Gonna take a quick break, guys. We'll get into the other semifinal, and then we'll be back with more StarCraft. Do you want to hang around for that, or are you good? It's gonna be
yeah, I'll hang around for
PvP.
that.
So.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I'll stay in for the next series too.
Sick. Thank you for the follow name, guys. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, you got 3 minutes to go do whatever you need.
Perfect. I gotta go pee real quick. Okay, Aaron, I'm back.
Oh, hi, chat. Hi, Turtle. Look at my
I'm back. You back? Ooh, puppy.
Ollie. Hi. Hi. For your puppy wanted to come out for a minute, say hi. Jake, what are you getting into down there? Hey.
Man, they just